I've never been a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I mean, I played the first two games during the PS3 era, and I keep a great memory of it, but let's be honest, this series has evolved into an entirely different type of game today, and I have heard so many things left and right. I never got to experience it myself, but it changes today. According to the internet, the old era of Assassin's Creed games ended with Syndicate, and the new one started with Origins, then continued on with Odyssey, Valhalla, Mirage, and Shadows that just came out. It's no secret that Shadows has been under the spotlight recently, and not for the best reasons, but I was tired of hearing everything and nothing at the same time, so I decided to forge my own opinion. After all, I'm very curious, and who knows? This might be a pleasant surprise. My plan for this video is to play around 10 hours and fit it all into a few minutes. Alright, let's go. The game starts on a beach, and a voice tries to explain DNA stuff and how the Animus ego unlocks genetic memories for me. We keep switching to different landscapes, but as the speech tries to continue with the presentation, it starts glitching, and a different voice tells me that I'm being lied to, that new memory streams are activating, and that I need to follow the trail. We will be in touch. I get greeted by the guide, explaining memory fragments and telling me that she's about to show me reconstructed ones that are imperfect. We're now in 16th century feudal Japan. In Kyoto, some Portuguese missionaries pay a visit and gift a chair to the most powerful warlord of Japan's history, Oda Nobunaga. We're playing as Diogo, sword bearer and slave, and follow along. The Jesuits are here to convince the Lord to allow free movement of his priests in Japan. Diogo's skin color is definitely not a common sight here, and it seems he's all the people I've been talking about. Anyway, we meet with Nobunaga and gift the chair, but he's more interested in Diogo and agrees to the terms of the deal, but Diogo has to stay with him. Apparently, he sees potential in him. Back to the guide. She says we just witnessed a fracture memory, and we will fast forward to the next one, 6 months later, Iga province. Nobunaga's army is attacking a village, and we play as Diogo to take part in the massacre. From the beginning, I feel like something is wrong with my movements. I thought maybe I forgot to turn on gaming mode on my TV because there's some very unpleasant input lag, but no, that's how it is. The movements are slow, and even if it doesn't take long to get used to it, it's not very responsive. Anyway, Diogo is OP and I destroy everyone as we learn how to fight. Nobunaga sends me after the leader, and I get to try out the Kurosawa style moves. Also, kicking is the best feature. It's so funny. Holy I'm so strong. Can I kick you? That's hilarious. We don't get to see what happens next as we reach the leader of Iga, and now get to experience Fujibayashi Naoe's memories. Apparently, her memories are all intact. I don't really understand why, but the guide does that and bids farewell. We come back right before the attack on Iga, but on Naoe's side. Naoe and her father, Nagato, ride to the Aekuni shrine. We get to learn to fight with her too, and reunite with Iga's leader, Momochi Sandayu. My dad has a conversation with him that I cannot understand, and we'll probably know more about later into the game. But for now, they both go to the battlefield as Naoe is being gifted an assassin's blade and sent to a tomb in the mountain. Dad tells me to protect the box with my life, and off we go. We discreetly get to the tomb, open the Assassin's Creed door with the blade, get the box, and fail miserably. I don't know what's in the box, but it seems important. Anyway, Dad finds me and we ride to Tomiko's so we both can rest. Naoe wants to find the samurai who stole the box, so we leave for Katano Castle. We learn how to carefully and discreetly attack the place, as well as use the grappling hook and eagle vision to detect the objective. Cool assassination. Grab the box, get the hell out of here. Naoe gets shot as two masked persons steal it a second time. Dad comes to the rescue and some more masked people arrive. It charges in and tries to take them all at once, but it obviously doesn't work.
Let them die in pain.
Fine. We have what we came for.
I kept too much from you. Now, it dies with me.
Stop talking like that.
There is hope. Follow the blade.
Stuart! Stuart.
Remember the song in the music.
Nagato dies in Naoe's arms. after telling Haru to follow the blade and to remember the song. So for the second night in a row, we wake up hurt in a stranger's house and it's time for a flashback. I really wasn't expecting so much story, and to be honest, I'm enjoying it so far. Don't worry, we'll get the chance to play much more very soon, but this part is pretty important. Anyway, flashback, 2 years. My dad is playing the song and we train sword fight. After that, we pet the cat. I helped my aunt out by figuring out why her crops kept vanishing and scare a couple of very emotive villagers. I was just kidding, I was kidding. That's right, bow to me. I'm sorry, okay? That was just a joke. People can't take a joke. I beat up some poachers who insult Iga and return for lunch. Dad comes to warn us that Oda Nobunaga's army is about to attack. Naoe wants to stop hiding and decides to disobey and join the fight. Flashback over. We wake up and get welcomed by Sorin in the remnants of Makino Odera Temple. Sorin confirms that Nagato is dead, and we get a sad fast-forward sequence at the end of which we can finally walk. We go around the temple with Junjiro to paint, and he shows us my dad's broken flute. We get another montage, but this time it shows Naoe and Junjiro becoming good friends as she's still recovering through the seasons, until she's ready. Junjiro repaired the flute with Kintsugi, and Naoe says goodbye before she decides to get back to Tomiko's. I decide to explore a little bit now that I can roam free and mess around a bit. On the way, I run into a shrine where I can practice Kuchikuri to look within. It starts with a rhythm minigame that is super confusing because the tones aren't synchronized with the moment you're supposed to hit the buttons for some reason. Basically, if you hit the button at the same time as the sound, then it's too late. It's not satisfying at all. And we are back where we left off during the flashback. We follow Matsu outside and she gifts us her katana. As we run to join the others, Naoe gets attacked and claims her first victim. We sneak past the enemy and prepare an ambush, shinobi style. We demolish them and Nobunaga flees. But we take on one of his samurai 1v1. Flashback over. We save a guy who got ambushed by some bandits real quick. The guy is like, yeah! Woohoo! You're welcome, buddy. Now it's time to head to Tomiko's homestead. We reunite with Tomiko and talk about the 11 masked samurai, the Onryo. Tomiko and Naoe decide that they need to get rid of all of them to avenge Nagato, and Tomiko agrees to turn the homestead into a base of operation for allies, supplies, etc. Okay, so this becomes the main hub. The hideout. We can build stuff, decorate, upgrade, and we start by building a kakurega to set up extra fast travel spots and develop our scouts. Our first guest will be none other than Junjiro, after Sorin decides to leave for a pilgrimage. We're now all set to lay out a plan against the Onryo. We have two leads. The first one leads to Sakai. Apparently this one-eared samurai attacked some monks. The second one is about the golden teppo. A teppo is a gun. And conveniently, these are being crafted in Sakai too. We should talk to the artisans. They might help. Lastly, if we're headed to Sakai, find Heiji, the blacksmith. We use the scout function to show the blacksmiths on the map and travel to Sakai. We look around the market and save Heiji from a bunch of thugs. Anyway, we recruit him as our personal blacksmith and invite him to the hideout. Since we're near the market, we might as well try to gather intel and ask around about the golden teppo. We overhear a conversation between two gunsmiths about a letter, and Naoe seems to understand that Imai Sokyu, the rich guy around here, could help her find that teppo. In the meantime, we help some monks near the temple and meet with Kyonyo, their leader. We inquire Kyonyo about the one-eared samurai and learn about Wada Koretake. Apparently, it's a common enemy, because the guy is known for pillaging relics and burning down temples. We also meet Yaya, and Naoe wants to join their fight and find Wada Koretake. Yaya has a lead in Nanatsumatsu, and Kyonyo says we need allies and should meet with Mitsumune. Before I keep going with that, I want to see what it's like to attack a castle and eventually capture Katano Castle, where I get this sweet new fit. First things first, let's follow Yaya's lead and kill Shindo Hiroshi, the executioner, and steal his letter containing Wada Koretake's location. Then, we follow Kyonyo's advice and meet with Mitsumune. He agrees to fight, but first asks Naoe to get back the statue of Shinran he lost. We attack the bandits, and I try out the photo mode. Pose. Perfect. Art. I'll find the statue, then take it back to the monks. We run back to Kyonyo and Yaya, only to see a weird portal there. We go in, and the guide speaks to us once more. She reveals that my time in the Animus Ego was meant to weaken me, and once it has hallowed me from within, she will claim me. Apparently, I'm counteracting it, and she leaves. Okay, thanks. This interaction unlocks the Animus system, which are basically weekly quests that you can do to earn a special currency to buy all sorts of cool rewards. I don't really care about that for now. So where were we? We let Kyonyo and Yaya know about the situation and launched the attack of Amagasaki Castle. Naoe is tasked to get rid of the snipers first, then find Wada Koretake and assassinate him. We locate him with the eagle vision and get rid of him with my dad's blade. Mission accomplished, but at the cost of many lives. We show some mercy to get on Yaya's good side and want to spare the prisoners. They don't care though. And just like that, a second Onryo is crossed out. Back at the hideout, we got enough materials to build a forge and officially welcome Heiji the blacksmith into our ranks. At the forge, we can upgrade equipment in exchange of money and resources. We also build a study to recruit new scouts. I remember that I got some perks from pre-ordering the game and get some flashy rewards. There's a Kujikiri thing at the hideout that takes us back to the past to continue Naoe's journey before the invasion of Iga. There's snow everywhere, and it's all very beautiful. We don't really learn much here, just to Kujikiri and help Aunt Matsu get a scroll back from some bandits. Since I started, I might as well do the other Kujikiri and learn about Naoe's past before I keep going with the main quest. It's still snowing, and we meet with Momochi Sandayu, Iga's head. He points me to a watchtower that we lost contact with to go check on my fellow Egans. With the help of my new hook, I sneak around the watchtower and realize everyone's been killed. Time for another training montage of Naoe turning into a good shinobi, until my dad tells me I'm ready for the assembly. One more Kujikiri to go. My dad explains that the flute and the songs he plays reminds him of Naoe's mom, and we attend the assembly with the other members of the Iki. By the way, Nagato is very secretive about Tsuyu, and it seems Naoe doesn't know much about her. The ceremony between the Igans is a way of renewing the oath they swore to the Iki. We get interrupted by Hattori Hanzo, who lets us know that Oda Nobunaga will be here by nightfall with more soldiers than Iga has ever known. Weird timing considering it's already night. Anyway, I don't really understand who that guy is. He says he offers Iga his protection of his lord Tokugawa Ieyasu, but also says Iga won't survive the attack. Naoe says we need to fight anyway. One guy from the Iki disagrees and wants to surrender, but we beat him up until he agrees with us. We finish the ceremony and drink from the same cup in which a scroll we all sign is burned. Later that night, the rumors were true, and Nobunaga is here. So me and my dad run to the nearby fort to look for the attack plans. We find a map and get saved by Hattori Hanzo. Naoe says he betrayed Iga, but I still have no idea who this guy actually is. He hands a scroll he found on a courier, but we don't know what it's about. As we leave the place, we see the intro of Iga's second invasion for the third time, and we now know everything about what happened during Naoe's past. I do some scroll searching around temples to get knowledge points and upgrade my skills. Then leave for Osaka to meet with Yaya. She asks for her help with an investigation. I'll spare you the details of this quest because it's not very interesting. All that matters is that by helping Yaya, she agrees to follow Naoe around, and we can use her like a skill to come beat people up during battles. I upgrade my hideout with a dojo to upgrade my allies now that I have one, and I finally get back to Sakai to talk to Imai Sokyu in my quest of the Golden Teppo girl. I almost forgot about that. I got a little sidetracked. Anyway, this part is a bit boring, so I'll try to be quick. Basically, before we can meet with Sokyu, we meet with his son, Sokun. Naoe pretends to bring nice trade contracts in a hope of connecting with him because he's Oda Nobunaga's Teppo supplier. Naoe manages to obtain a spot for Sokyu next tea ceremony and asks for other women with an interest in Teppo to be there too. The son is seduced by the idea, and in the meantime, we need to get ready for the ceremony. We get a kosode done for Naoe. It's nice clothes. The pirates have the silk, so we board their ship, attack them, and retrieve what we need to craft the kosode. Next, we learn tea etiquette with Sendo Rikyu, like how to bow, how to drink from the tea bowl by turning it face to the host and the other guests, and choose a gift to give Sokyu. Before the start of the tea ceremony, we chit-chat with the other girls, and they're all mean as hell. We showcase what we learned with Sendo Rikyu and still mess up with the bowl because it's very vague. Okay, well, give me a view of the situation and show me the ball if you want me to make it face the others. Ugh. Anyways, Sokyu makes a face, but it doesn't really matter. Ceremony over, time for action. We have to guess which one is the Onryo and manage to figure out who she is. Honestly, it was kind of a lucky guess. I don't really know how I was supposed to figure it out. She invites Naoe over, we find the golden Teppo, and she remembers us. We threaten her, give me the box. She doesn't want to say where it is. Pew pew. Back at the hideout, Tomiko says that Lord Mitsuhide wants to speak to me. He is Oda Nobunaga's most powerful daimyo. Apparently this guy doesn't like Nobunaga, and that could prove a powerful ally. So we run to Katano Castle and meet up. It seems Mitsuhide knows about the Onryo, and says he wants to help to kill Nobunaga. Apparently he killed his mom. He also hunts the Onryo. Apparently they call themselves the Shinbakufu, and Nobunaga is one of them. Their leader actually, and the one responsible for Naoe's father's death. He shows the mask he was wearing that night as proof of his words, and Naoe agrees to help and kill him. We ride to Kyoto and meet Mitsuhide's son-in-law, a real douchebag who lets us know of the plan. Enter Honoji hidden in a delivery cart, but to do so, we need the actual documents. Forging them would be too risky. We get rid of the guy that has the papers we need and get back. Everything is ready, time to give the assault. The plan goes smoothly and we successfully make it inside. This moment was kind of annoying. You're supposed to sneak where Nobunaga is, but there are a million guards and they see you very easily. Oh, we also detect a very familiar name. We still manage to enter the building and Nobunaga is pissed to hear about Mitsuhide's attack. He sends Yasuke to fight and as he ends up all alone, Naoe appears, playing her father's flute. Cool boss fight, nice music, sick scenery.
I will kill you too.
You will try. The blade. It is you. Kill her. Now. I cannot.
You took the box. You and the Shinbakufu. Give it to me.
I know nothing of what you are saying.
You were there. You gave the order to kill my father.
Whatever Mitsuhide told you, he has lied. He has betrayed me. He has deceived us all.
No. You are the liar. You killed my family.
I have killed many people. I did it to make us strong. One shining sword under heaven, with a single destiny. Not for this Shinbakufu. For the country.
You slaughtered innocents.
Such a blade cannot be forged without fire. I did what had to be done. Clans squabble like children. Wait for a chance to conquer us. I did it to unite us. There was no other way. But it does not matter now. I am trapped. I cannot rule after such a failure. Mitsuhide thinks he will rule, but the others will not follow. The fight for our country must continue. It is up to others now.
Naoe leaves and Nobunaga asks for Yasuke's help in seppuku. Later, Naoe is at the hideout and she still can't believe the leader of the Onryo was actually Mitsuhide all along. She decides to leave for Katano in hope for a clue, but it's Junjiro she finds there. As we get surrounded with soldiers, Yasuke appears and we finally get to play as him again. Yasuke is a beast and we mow through the army in style. I especially enjoy the kick. So satisfying. Bye. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who's gonna get kicked? You. Get kicked. This is my gameplay. Come and get kicked. That will do. Thank you. Oh, it's never not gonna be funny. Yasuke makes it to Naoe and Junjiro and explains she's part of something bigger than this place. Something he's also seeking. And it's about the assassin's blade on her wrist. We are back at the Iga invasion for the 4th time. Remember the intro with Yasuke? Once we made it to Iga's leader, it cut to Naoe. But now, we finally get to see what happens then. Momochi Sandayu shows up and asks to duel. Oda Nobunaga declines but agrees to Yasuke's wish to duel him instead. Another cool boss fight. Yasuke is insanely strong though, and we easily win. Momochi shows his assassin's blade to Yasuke's surprise and tells the samurai to look for a girl from Iga with the same blade. Before he draws his last breath, he tells him to trust her. Help her. Naoe is extra mad at Yasuke now, but Junjiro comes in between them.
He killed Egans, my family. He's a monster.
Then you're a monster too!
What?
I tried to stop you from coming here. I begged you, but you wouldn't listen. And I knew you'd find out if I didn't do something. Hide things. Or burn things.
Junjiro.
You're the only one I have left. I couldn't let you find out. So I came here. I came back. But I wasn't strong enough. I still miss him. My Chichue. When we first found him, I didn't believe it. But then, when I realized it was you, it turned real. Soren wanted me to be kind to you. He said we should show you mercy, even when I didn't want to. I thought you were a demon, a monster. But Soren taught me. Showed me other ways to let the hate out. And slowly, you started looking like something else. A person. A friend. Family. He saved us. He did bad things, but so did you. So if you kill him now, then you have to hand the katana to me next. I'll do it. I'll really do it.
Junjiro convinces Naoe with a super touching scene and invites Yasuke to their cause. Back to the hideout again, Naoe prepares an Ikki ceremony, just like the one she did with the Egan's in the past, for the four of them. Tomiko, Yasuke, Naoe, and Junjiro officially named themselves the League of the Hidden Blade, the Kakushiba Ikki. Naoe introduces Yasuke to the Onryo and explains the whole box situation. Yasuke recognizes the crest worn by one of them in the painting, and the douchebag stepson is also linked to this since his family with Mitsuhide. Now that we have two new leads, we can continue with the plan to destroy the Onryo, and we can also choose whether to play with Naoe or Yasuke from now on. The recommended level for what follows is a bit higher, and it's clear that the game wants me to do some side quests, world quests, and wander around a bit before I continue with the main story. I decide to attack a castle with Yasuke before wrapping things up, and it's all very fun. The problem is that Yasuke doesn't have eagle vision, and he's not as agile as Naoe, so yeah, he's a machine, but he's no shinobi. Alright, that's about 10 hours. I'm glad I decided to pick up that game, and so far I really enjoy it. It's not perfect, we got some problems here and there, but honestly I'm happy I didn't listen to all the critics and took the time to make my own opinion. I think it's a great game for many people, younger, older, veterans and newcomers alike. It doesn't really bring much novelty to the table, but it's definitely not the hot trash many people said it was, even when the game wasn't even out yet. Anyways, I said I was gonna try to keep it short, so I'm gonna end it here. I encourage you to try it out yourself and make your own opinion. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, it was fun. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about the game or this video in the comments. Okay, bye!